Hi, and welcome back to Daily Bible Promises with a Twist. If you're wondering what the twist is, click on the eye up in the corner there, and it will lead you to a playlist, and the very first video in that playlist explains what the twist is. But let's go for it. Our verse today is Psalm 3, verse 3. The Bible Promise box is written in the New International Version. It says, "You, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high." That's Psalm 3, verse 3. Now I'm going to read Psalm 3, verse 3 in the NASB Bible. I'm just going to read that verse, and then I'm going to put that verse into context right away. There's only 8 verses in chapter 3, or in Psalm 3, and I'll be reading the whole thing. "But thou, O Lord, art a shield about me, my glory, and the one who lifts my head." So let's go back to the beginning. A psalm of David when he fled from Absalom, his son. David is on the run. Absalom has staged a coup. He's very charismatic and was able to convince the people that David was evil. Now David is running for his life, and more troops are joining this hunt of him. So David is back in the cliffs again. He's back up in the mountainous area, the same area that he was in when he was running away from Saul. So at least he knew where the good hiding spots were. So imagine this now. David is up in a mountain. He's looking down at the plain below him, and everywhere he looks, he sees troops gathering, and they're not his troops. They're troops that are against him. Verse 1, "O Lord, how my adversaries have increased. Many are rising up against me. Many are saying of my soul, there is no deliverance for him in God. But thou, O Lord, art a shield about me, my glory, and the one who lifts my head. I was crying to the Lord with my voice, and he answered me from his holy mountain. I lay down and slept. I awoke, for the Lord sustains me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people who have set themselves against me round about. Arise, O God, save me, O my God, for thou hast smitten all my enemies on the cheek. Thou hast shattered the teeth of the wicked. Salvation belongs to the Lord. Thy blessing be upon thy people." Let's go back to verse 3. "But thou, O Lord, art a shield about me, my glory, and the one who lifts my head." I can imagine David sitting up on top of the cliff, or sitting in the cliffs, looking down from his vantage point, seeing all those troops. And if I was in his shoes, I would be obsessed with sending out people to have a head count, just how many enemies are down there. But what the Lord does, he does the same thing that a loving parent does when their child is fixated on something that might be frightening or a real dangerous situation. That loving parent bends down, crouches in front of their child, and puts a finger underneath that child's chin and gently lifts that chin so the child is looking eye to eye with their parent, and the parent quietly reassures them that they are safe and they'll be okay, and that the parent will be their protector. David was so convinced of God's protection over him after God lifted his head, so he was aware of God's presence, that he laid down and slept. He knew that the Lord sustained him. So I laid down and slept. And the next part is kind of like he's telling everybody else, and guess what? He did protect me. I awoke because the Lord sustained me. If you are in a really frightening, scary place right now, and you feel that your back is against the wall, allow the Lord to lift your head so you can see his face, and he will give you his strategy on how he is going to work with you to defeat those adversaries that are coming against you.